I've taken some time to think about this, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to make this video because of the relationships I'm currently attempting to build within the mobile market. But I came to the conclusion that I need to make this video and start a nice, healthy, and calm conversation with everyone that watches in hopes to get opinions, perspectives, and hopefully figure out how to drive mobile games forward. It's your boy Chaotic, and as you all can tell by the title, we are going to discuss autoplay today. I'm going to share my opinion on it and ask you all some questions in hopes to keep this productive, but tell developers how to keep us playing their mobile games. If we can manage to come to the same conclusion, then maybe developers can see what we want and start moving the market in that direction. Anyways, let's get it popping. If you're a regular to my channel, then you all know that many of the games that I'm excited for and show off are mostly mobile titles. I do showcase some exceptions to that with PlayStation 5 and PC games from time to time, but mostly this channel is driven by mobile titles. One thing that you'll all notice is that majority of these titles are missing one feature that I'm not a fan of, and that feature is autoplay. There's one really good reason for this, and I'm going to explain this to you all. When I play a game, I do not want it playing itself. I want to be a part of the experience, both cinematic and challenging. I want to learn the movesets for the bosses. I want to learn the environments and experience all the things that the environment has to offer. If it's an RPG, I want to build my character to the best of my ability and figure out new ways to enhance my character. I could go on and on about this. However, a majority of the most beautiful mobile games contain an autoplay feature that takes away from all of that. The only exception to this idea would be idle titles, which is a genre that is made to play itself for the most part. So this genre is excluded from this conversation. However, all types of RPGs and MMOs, shooters, battle royales, and MOBAs shouldn't contain a feature that takes away from the learning process and the challenge that the developers spend time adjusting. However, a lot of developers are dumbing down their hard work for this autoplay feature. I understand that there are people that work a full-time job and are unable to keep up with the content and would be alright with features such as this, but there's a genre for that, and that genre is idle. Shooters, mmorpgs, first-person RPGs, platformers shouldn't compromise the experience they spent years developing to take away that experience by adding a feature that does all of your quests for you, targets all the enemies, does combos for you. It's just incredibly infuriating to finally get the game in your hands just to find that it plays itself. Maybe if it was just situational, then it wouldn't be such a big deal. Like if you're just grinding for items that you spent hours grinding for already, or if you're literally just walking from a place that you've already been to a place you've already been to, then yeah, it makes sense why you would want the game to just take you there. But it just doesn't make any sense for a game to play itself. Now, I do also understand that you could simply turn this feature off for majority of these games, but the problem is that there are other players in MMOs and RPGs that are using this feature where the computer literally destroys all the mobs on the field before a person can actually do it themselves, forcing players to go ahead and use the autoplay feature just to get some quests done. Like I said, I could go on and on about this, but I guess the basic premise of what I'm trying to ask you all is, do you guys like autoplay features in your games? And if you do, tell me why. If you don't, please explain exactly why you don't like these features as well, because honestly, I'm tired of seeing developers dumb down their games for features that take away from the experience for a smaller group of people that are okay with just letting the game play itself for the small bit of time that they're going to be on the game before they get bored, realizing that the game isn't fun playing itself. A perfect example of this is Blade & Soul, which just released on mobile today. I've been playing this for an extended period of time for the past few months, and I just got bored because I was expecting to experience all of this myself. I did not want the game having any options to play itself, and it just does. Once again, I do understand that these features can be turned off, but I don't know. I just don't want them in the game in the first place, because that, in my opinion, hurts the integrity of the game. Why have something there that does all the work for you when the game was made for you to work in order to reach that fulfillment that you get when you finally get to a specific objective, or you finally get to a point where your character is OP because of all the hard work that you put in? Why would a feature like that be in games like this? And with Blade & Soul 2 right around the corner also as a mobile game, I'm kind of worried, because I don't want this game to have any features to play itself. I really don't. So, like I said, I want to know what you all think, and I want you all to share your opinions in the comment section so that we can hopefully start a conversation that will end autoplay as a whole, or explain why games like this should include autoplay. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You all have a wonderful day. Stay healthy and stay safe. Chaotic out.